Welcome to SRI's First Avenue Home Showcase of 2023. My name is Ainsley and this is Ken Low, our managing partner of SRI. Today we're here at Terra, a freehold luxury development located in District 5, right at the doorstep of Singapore's largest transformation, the Greater Southern Waterfront. It is proudly developed by Hoi Hub and Sunway, so do share a little bit more.
So I think this is a very strong combination between two very established developers. Their JV partnership has actually developed 15 projects with more than 8,000 quality homes. Hoi Hub Realty, as we know, is one of Singapore's most established developers.
Sure. Yep.
They've been founded since 1983, and over the past 40 years, they have won more than 25 property awards. So they have completed a very diversified portfolio of private condominiums, landed housing, cluster strata housing, executive condominiums, and mixed-use commercial developments. Their partner, on the other hand, Sunway Developments, is a subsidiary of a listed Malaysia real estate conglomerate.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And they are also one of the top leading developers in Malaysia. Over the past decade, they have been awarded the top 10 property developer in Malaysia. And they have a very strong overseas presence in Singapore, China, Australia, UK, Vietnam, and Cambodia.
Very nice. So earlier on we mentioned it's right at the doorstep of Greater Southern Waterfront. Let's find out where exactly is it located at. Let's go. So we're here at the location map. Super exciting stuff happening right here. Can you share with us a little bit more about all the exciting developments that we can expect right here at Terra Hill?
Terra Hill is located in a very superior location within Pasir Panjang.
Yeah.
As you can see from the map, we are actually backed by the southern ridges, where at the back of the development, you get the hills of Kent Park and Hot Park. I think it's very suitable for nature lovers and families who love their walks and runs in the mornings and their evenings, because it's just at your doorstep. Secondly, you can see that Terra Hill is located and surrounded by some of Singapore's most important business nodes, such as your tech area, the One North, also surrounded by Science Park 1 and 2, National University of Singapore, NUS, and also NUH, the hospital. Right, so all the way to Alexandra Techno Park and Maple Tree Business City, where you have a lot of big businesses and names, companies that are all surrounding this area. So I think this is very suitable for people who are working in these areas, at the same time potential tenants that may be working in this area who wants to live near here. And of course, the most important one is we are just located about 350 meters away from Pasir Panjang MRT station, just less than 4 minutes walk, and that is also the gateway to Singapore's largest transformation, the Greater Southern Waterfront.
So Ken, earlier on you mentioned about the southern ridges. The back part is the park, the front part is the sea. Is that a good feng shui attribute that people should be looking out for?
Yeah, actually, if you're a feng shui lover, you would definitely appreciate this location, because you can't get any closer to a hill backing from your development. And you're just less than 400 meters away from the sea.
From sea, right? Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, so feng shui lovers, that's a tick for you. Next thing, what's so exciting about the whole Greater Southern Waterfront? So much talk about that.
So I think over the past years of the Masterplan, we always hear about regional centres. But what we want to know is that other than the regional centres, the government is placing a lot of emphasis and focus on both the coastline of Singapore, the northern part, which is on North Coast Innovation Corridor. We have spoken about that in the last few videos. Greater Southern Waterfront is the transformation of the entire southern coastline of Singapore, and it spans across more than 2,000 hectares of land, which is the largest by far as compared to any other developments in Singapore. It's slated to be 6 times the size of Marina Bay, which is also part of the Greater Southern Waterfront. And they are estimating more than 20 million square feet of commercial spaces, with a lot of waterfront residential coming up and a lot of retail, F&B. As a resident in Terra Hill, I just can't imagine witnessing the entire transformation unfold from my home. It's just within 400 meters away, and you can see how the whole place transformed. And if you look at some of the perspective of the pods, you can already imagine how big this entire transformation will be. And I think the lifestyle within Pasir Panjang and residents in Terra Hill will change largely, improve a lot positively, with a lot more amenities, more vibrancy that will be coming up in this area. So the excitement is huge.
Well, I can tell that Ken is very excited now. So, for the past 10 years, I also do understand that there are no new launches in Pasir Panjang. Now that we are expecting Terra Hill, share with us a little bit more about how Terra Hill is being the closest to Pasir Panjang MRT. That's also another exciting point that we should talk about.
So I think the last launch that is in Pasir Panjang, that's near the MRT station, was in 2014.
Okay.
So it's about 10 years now, whereby Pasir Panjang is just 350 meters away, less than 4 minutes walk. As I mentioned, it's the gateway towards Greater Southern Waterfront. If you look at a map at the back, you can see all the stations that are lined up along GSW. I would say a large portion of Circle Line is meant and catered for GSW.
Right.
What is missing now? I would say that Circle Line has not reached its full potential because we still have 3 missing stations that to complete the loop. And the 3 stations are your Keppel, your Cantonment and your Prince Edward, which is along your Tanjong Pagar terminus. Without this loop, the entire MRT line may not be as convenient because you need to travel a different area. So once the completion of these 3 stations, where the loop will be completed in 2027, I believe the properties along Circle Line will appreciate greatly.
Very interesting. So much of excitement about this area with the freehold status being backed up with this whole transformation, this whole project. The government pumping money into this area especially. Let's check out the model right now. So, standing right here at the model, it seems that from the looks of it, very big land plot with very few units. Why is that so?
So actually, that's a very good observation. Terra Hill is actually sitting on more than 200,000 square feet of land with only 270 exclusive units of 2 bedrooms to 4 bedrooms and including your 5-bedroom penthouses.
Very nice. Now, what I really like about this is that it gives off a very resort feel, very, very different in character. We've done so many SRI New Home Showcase and this feels very different.
Yes.
Very, very up, down. What's it called? Tell us a little bit more.
So because Terra Hill is sitting on a hilly area, the undulating terrain that it's sitting on gives a lot of character to this development. What you see is not the usual flat area where you see all the facilities sprawling across the land.
That's right.
The different zones of facilities are located on different levels, different layers.
That's why it feels so different.
Yes, so which is why you see the blocks are all on different heights as well.
Right, okay.
So I think over time, when residents and tenants living within this development will feel the character of this development because you really have all the different nice little niche and alcoves around. And I think this brings out the character in the development. The next thing is you can see that the architect and the developer has come up with a very nice timeless design.
Yes, I can tell.
That is suited for the lush greenery and the nature that they are within. Right, with all the hills that are backing at the southern regions. We can see that they have chosen very nice color theme, bronze color, whereby it fits the nature. Secondly, you have curtain glass walls that will make it timeless.
Sure.
At the same time, I think a lot of the materials like the perforated screens, some of the reinforced concrete has all been designed to look like high-end landed developments. And I think it suits very nicely because it's only 5 stories high. It feels like what the materials that people will use in GCBs and big bungalows.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yep.
Now tell us a little bit more about where the bedrooms are located at.
To summarize, we have 2 collections. The blocks of 22 and blocks of 18, they are all your signature collection, where you have your typical units of your 2 to 4 bedrooms and a 5-bedroom penthouses over there. So the sizes are a bit more typical in that sense.
Okay.
We can look at the layout and how spacious it is. And then we have the very unique Prestige collection at the back of block 20s. So these blocks are meant for the larger units where you have only 2 units per core.
Okay.
Right, and they are all single loading where your air can actually circulate through from front to back. There are 4 bedrooms of larger sizes of more than 1,800 square feet and also your 5-bedroom penthouses.
So with the vast land size of about 200,000 square feet, do share with us a little bit more about where are the facilities, what are the kind of different zones we can expect for Terra Hill?
So I think in a very nice summary to better understand the zones, we have a total of 6 zones.
Sure.
I think Terra Hill use their space quite a bit, and I think in today's market, buyers actually prefer sufficient facilities, but yet big enough spaces and lawns for families to engage and move around.
For sure.
So in these 6 zones, what we have to start off with will be your arrival area. Whereby it is very nice as the car drives through, the residential blocks are all elevated above ground. So there's a lot of privacy where people drive in and they don't get to see any of the facilities.
It's actually very thoughtful, yeah?
Yeah, very thoughtful. So it's a very nice drop-off area, very grand with a tree in the middle. So as your guests drop off, they will move into the second zone. As they walk up the stairs, they will be greeted by a courtyard waterfall that is cascading down. And this is made only possible because of the undulating terrain that we are in. Right, so this is a very nice reception area. As they come into the third zone on my right, this is where we call the sanctuary. And sanctuary is where you have more of the physical activities located inside here. We have facilities such as your basketball court, the exercise lawn, and also your aqua gym. And as we move to the back, that's where we call the alcove. And I think alcove is meant a lot for the kids. Yeah, where you have your playground with the slides.
Sure.
You also have slides that comes down from the undulating terrain.
Yep.
And of course a function room over there.
Right.
Then of course as we move into the middle part, the enclave. The enclave is where It is the heart of Terra Hill because that's where your 50-meter slab pool will be.
Nice.
Clubhouse will be located there as well. And I think I like the part about how the gym is integrated with a social space whereby you can sit down, have your coffee after your workout or before your workout, and it's integrated with the gym equipment around the area. I think the developer is trying to create a community space rather than just a hardcore facility that you have in normal condos. So I think this integration is quite thoughtful. And of course, as we move on to the last part, Hillside will be mainly for family activities where you have your barbecue, pavilion and some of the family areas in that part. And so this will form up your nice 6 zones, not too much, not too heavy, just sufficient with enough lawn to run around across the 200,000 square feet, shared with only 270 units.
You know what, I think it's beautiful to have these 6 zones, especially during this COVID period. This is something for you to look out for. It's time now to check out the show unit. Let's check it out.
Let's go.
So one of the 3 show units at Terra here, and this is a 2 plus study, 807 square feet, so let's go check it out.
So Ainsley, I'm going to just quickly show you all the main points that I love about this layout. Although this is an open concept kitchen, but as we always see 2 bedrooms, very seldom you can find
2 sides.
2 sides for a kitchen.
Yeah.
And although this is an open kitchen now, you can see that the layout has been designed in such a way that you can make it enclosable if you want to.
Okay, makes a lot of sense.
A glass sliding door over here would nicely enclose to prevent the smell coming out from cooking. As you move over here, you can see that we have a bomb shelter which double up as a storage, and I think it's super important for today's compact units that we see around in Singapore. Very sizable toilet located here. The part I love about this 2 plus study is this study room. You can see that this study room is sizable such that I can put in a single bed. At the same time, a study desk by the side. There's aircon provided, although that it doesn't come with a door, but you can easily add on a door. And I would say that if you want to treat this as a 3 compact, you can easily treat this as a 3 bedroom.
That's true.
So I think this is a free upgrade for a lot of buyers who are looking at this size, 3 compact as a 2 plus study.
Alright, welcome to the 3-bedroom, 1087 square feet. Ken, share with us your favourite points.
As we move into this 3-bedroom, the main door is located here. What I like is that even if you open the door for ventilation, there's a lot of privacy because it's an L shape before you enter into the main unit area. And this L shape also gives enough space for your cabinetry to be here, your shoe rack, and a very nice display area to greet your guests as they come into your place. This kitchen is something that I like because nowadays we seldom find sizable kitchens in a 3-bedroom, and you have a nice classy glass sliding door that's provided by the developer. So if you are doing heavy cooking, I think you can prevent all the smell from coming out. As you are working within the kitchen, they have also created a very nice glass panel so that when I'm standing here preparing the dishes, I actually can look out and have full control of the dining area and the living area, right? So whether is it to entertain my guests or to look at my kids, I actually can look out, right? And of course, this sizable kitchen part, what we have is a very nice space of working left and right, and in every unit, this single panel of tile is being used where there's no lines in between. So when it comes to cooking, you don't have issues with the cleaning, and I think it's not cheap to provide one huge piece of panel as a backsplash for the kitchen. One thing I love about this are large window panels in your kitchen. So actually you have a lot of natural light that comes in and a lot of natural ventilation in this part. Well, before I forget, Ainsley, this is a display of a ground floor unit. Ceiling height is slightly higher than the typical height. This is 3.55 meters. The penthouses on the top floor are actually double volume.
Wow.
But I think this is already good enough if you're a ground floor lover, especially with the low density and the facilities that you get to enjoy if you are living on the ground floor. So I think this is quite a nice display for you to visualize. As you come along with me, you can see for the 3-bedroom, with this walkway, they have created a very nice storage here. Like we always mention, walkways are usually unusable. So now they have created a very nice niche in this area where you have your storage, smart storage of your ironing boards, your vacuum cleaner, and now this walkway becomes usable. Right? So this is a very nice touch, and it comes with all the larger 3-bedrooms and above. So your 4 bedrooms will have this storage as well. So if we move inside here, every master bedroom includes this vanity storage with a full-length mirror, and you can put all your vanity stuff inside here. But I think the most appreciated part of the master bedrooms in Terra Hill are the size.
The size,
right?
Yeah.
So you can easily fit in a king size bed. With the curtain glass wall, you have a lot of light coming in into all rooms. You can even have a dresser table over here, a side table, and still fit in a king size bed. And that's the strength of the layouts in Terra Hill.
So stepping out of our private lift, this is a 4-bedroom, 1894 square feet. Can you share with us what are your favorite stuff about this 4-bedroom?
So the previous two layouts that we saw were from the Signature collection.
Yeah.
So we are now in the Prestige collection. So that's why you see this 4-bedroom is larger than the usual, which is more than 1,008 square feet.
Yeah.
So there's the private lift that we came out from, and this is your private lift lobby with all very tastefully done cabinetry within this whole area. If you look at the theme of the color scheme and design of all the layouts that we saw, they are all actually very classy and tastefully done, which suits the entire facade of the building and the entire development concept. Right, so this 4-bedroom, amazing part is this entire area, usually you will find a living and dining, but this Prestige collection, this entire portion of more than 6 meters is just your living area.
Wow.
Yeah, so like we always mention, this is the frontage that you get for inter-terraces in Singapore, the landed housing. So 6 meters is one of the exact depiction of a inter-terrace frontage that you get.
So beautiful.
Very generous space of living area, very good to host your friends and family in this area. Every unit in Terra Hill is provided with a ceiling fan that is nice in design and suits the entire concept. So other than the 6 meters living area, you have a nice 8-seater round table. Very nice, traditional for family that is seated here. And if you realize, you can't even find the rooms from where we are standing at.
Yeah, I can.
Right? So the entertainment part is all flushed very nicely on this area. This is the dry kitchen area that has a very nice circulation to where your dining area is. You have your backsplash of your cabinetries where you can put your wine glasses, a sink over there, and of course, you have your fridge, your integrated fridge, your oven, your steam oven, your wine chiller is here. And then I like the part where they tuck the kitchen very nicely at the back, right? So it looks, you can close it up and you probably won't notice that the kitchen is here. But as you enter into the kitchen, you realize how big this entire space is. You already have a very nice area of your cooking area, a nice preparation area here with a separation of your yard and a bomb shelter at the back that will double up as a purpose room if you need to. As you come into this area, before we enter into the bedroom zones, you actually have a very nice powder room over here where your guests can use as they are being entertained in the activity area. And right at the back are where all the 4 bedrooms are located.
Now, we hope you like the tour of the show unit, and of course, if you would like to find out a little bit more, do hop on down to check out the rest of Terra Hill.
Terra Hill is a very rare gem that we can find in today's market. It being a freehold launch is already very rare. In recent times, especially this year, the number of launches that we have, there are already very few freehold launches to begin with. And I think Terra Hill checks most of the boxes for all investors and homeowners alike. Being freehold, sitting on a more than 200,000 square feet of land with ample amenities, facilities, surrounded by some of Singapore's most important business nodes, walking distance less than 4 minutes walk to MRT station, and doorstep to Singapore's largest transformation, the Greater Southern Waterfront.
So much of good stuff happening. So just to let you know, we are previewing on the 10th of February and it's going to be strictly by appointment basis only. Slots are running out pretty fast as always, and of course, if you would like to come down and check it out, do contact your preferred SRI salesperson. Once again, my name is Ainsley.
I'm
Ken. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.